Man, it's so good to be back in New York City here for Toy Fair 2018. It's been a few years since I've been to Toy Fair. I am such a huge toy nerd that I have always loved this show, and there is always a ton to check out. I've been able to walk the show floor a few times. I am ready to start listing my top 10 of Toy Fair 2018. Come with me. Now, NECA has got a spot on my top 10 list. They are a big fan of the video game universe, and number 10 is their take on Crash Bandicoot. They had a bunch of figures on display in there with various accessories. One of them was a hoverboard. We've seen Crash in toy form before, and it's been pretty fun, but I think there's this extra attention to detail that NECA always places in there. They really understand the importance of making video game figures that aren't just made for children. They're made for collectors, they're made for longtime fans, and as we just saw with the re-release of Crash Bandicoot last year, this is a character that still resonates and means a lot to players out there, and so NECA has responded with really, really well-crafted action figures. Honestly, they've got great Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff in there, they've got Predator figures. Thank you so much for doing Crash Bandicoot right, NECA. Coming in at number 10 is Crash Bandicoot. Moving on to number 9, I was very impressed to see at the Funko booth that Cuphead had such a prominent position. Cuphead is, of course, the fantastic 30s cartoon-style platforming action-adventure game which rocked the Xbox One last year, and it's on PC as well. Amazing work from the artists at MDHR, the studio that built this, and it's just beautiful to see that a lot of these creations have been lovingly crafted as vinyl figures, as plushies. I saw a pillow down there. There was a cool t-shirt. You've got little display pieces that you can stick on your desk or on your shelf. You've got soft little plushies that you could give to your kid. Likely we're going to see more from this as a franchise, but it's just really heartwarming to see that Cuphead is represented here at Toy Fair in such a big way. Good job, Funko. Cuphead is my number 9. Coming in at number 8 is the brand new Lego Millennium Falcon from Solo, and of course you're all wondering how many Lego Millennium Falcons are we going to have to buy. This is not an inexpensive one either. It's clocking at $170 US, so it's going to be pretty pricey, but it's the shiny, slick, brand new Millennium Falcon with the extra piece in the center, which does come off, so presumably in the flick it's going to break off, and we're going to get the sort of Millennium Falcon look that we know and love. Of course, it has all kinds of pieces that pop off the top, so you can look inside of it. It's very intricately detailed, and it has all of the minifigs that are associated with Solo as well. This is going to come out sometime in April, just before the movie does come out. We've all seen the ship in the trailers, so we know that it's going to be in there. It's just so cool to see this thing as a, this slick new piece of technology. Number 8 for me is the brand new Millennium Falcon from Solo, and I do mean brand new. Coming in at number 7 are the large-scale figures that NECA produces. I've been a big fan of those. I've got a couple of Batmans in my collection, and I love them. There is a tremendous amount of detail in these figures. They don't just sort of, cough up this cheap plastic kind of experience there. They make them just as detailed and ornate as some of the best, smaller scale figures out there, but of course everything is supersized. They take up a tremendous amount of shelf space, obviously, so you have to have the room for them, but they're killer. They've got a Deadpool, they've got a Wonder Woman, but the one that has my heart is the new Kratos from the brand new God of War, which is coming out on the PlayStation 4 very soon. Can't wait for that. Kratos just looks badass, looks like he's been through some stuff, has the full beard and a bald shaved head, has a giant shield, and he's just an imposing creation. No matter how NECA has done Kratos, and I've got a bunch of the Kratos variations that they've done in the past, but I want this massive scale one. I think this thing is going to look insane in the basement. Lots of great details and lots of accessories as well. NECA crushes it with their large scale format, and Kratos is a perfect addition. Congrats, NECA, coming in at number 7 with your large scale Kratos. And number 6 is the Tamashii Nations Pacific Rim Uprising, which is the new Pacific Rim sequel that's coming out this summer, which looks like it could be preposterous. It could be really, really kind of clunky and cheeseball, but also like a tremendous amount of fun, filled with badass effects and awesome giant robots and awesome kaiju. They are well represented in toy form here by Tamashii Nations, who really are experts at doing these figures with lots of great crazy details, and all of these robot creations and these kaiju creations kind of demand that. These Tamashii Nations Pacific Rim Uprising collectibles look awesome. I'm definitely planning on bringing a few of those into Vic's basement, which is my basement, but especially the new Gypsy Avenger. I'm a big fan of the mechs in Pacific Rim, so or the Jaegers. So hats off to Tamashii Nations and the folks at Bluefin. Really looking forward to your Pacific Rim Uprising collectibles. Also in this booth behind me, which is run by Bluefin, they distribute a bunch of really cool brands in there, kind of anime focused, and they've got another one that's kind of a little bit more gaming focused. It's called Storm Collectibles, and not only are they gaming, but they seem to primarily focus on a lot of fighting game franchises out there. They've got the Street Fighter license, they've got the Mortal Kombat license, they've also got Tekken, King of Fighters, and Injustice, which is the one that really caught my eye. They've only got a couple of prototypes for Darkseid and for Lobo, and it looks like they're focusing on the villains first, but the idea of bringing Injustice characters into action figure form is so damn exciting for me. I love what they've done with the Street Fighter characters. The Mortal Kombat stuff looks great as well. The Tekken and King of Fighter stuff looks like it's going to be a lot of fun as well. But listen, man, Injustice, that is what I am all about. That is going to be so fun, but that is why they got the number 5 spot. Number 4 is the Samurai Deadpool from Tamashii Nations. They've had a nice run already with Star Wars. I've got a number of those in my collection, and there's been a bunch of Marvel ones as well. I'm also fond of the samurai version of Captain America, but that samurai version of Deadpool looks absolutely sick. Lots of great ornate detail in his armor, and I almost feel like that character could pop up on screen in the new Ryan Reynolds movie. It looks phenomenal, and I've been a big, happy fan of all of the Tamashii Nations samurai creations so far. Looks like Samurai Deadpool is next for me. In the background behind me is the McFarlane Toys booth, and they've got some great things in there. Loving the figures that I'm seeing for Destiny 2 and also for Borderlands. Great use of those licenses, fantastic art style. But for my number 3 choice, I'm picking what they're doing with Stranger Things. They've already released an 11, they've already released a Sheriff Hopper. Those look terrific. But what I am super excited for is the crossover with Ghostbusters, where you've got the kids dressing up in their Ghostbusters outfits for Halloween. It was an incredible part of season 2, and I can't wait to collect these in toy form. Dustin, Mike, Will, and Lucas have never looked better, and they're going to look fantastic on my shelf. Congrats, McFarlane Toys. Coming in at number 2 is the stuff that I've been seeing around Batman Ninja. This is a movie that's coming out from Warner Brothers Animation. I can't wait to watch this. It looks incredible. Batman has always looked like a character that could easily transpose to, you know, the ninja realm, and the toys look incredible. Good Smile and their Figma brand has an action figure. There are also some cool statues in there as well. It's all prototype right now. They're not coming out until later this year, but they look great. And the other toy that I saw, there's actually 2. There was a Ninja Batman and a Ninja Joker from Tamashii Nations. Those also look incredible, and I think those are going to be out a little bit sooner, but absolutely, you know what a Batman fanatic I am. I'm so psyched to collect these Batman Ninja figures, so that's why they are number 2. And finally, we come to my number 1 choice for the top 10 of Toy Fair 2018, and I'm landing once again at the Mezco 112 line. I cannot believe how this line just keeps improving and improving with brand new surprises. There are some incredible characters and figures behind me there. There's a John Wick figure, there's an Ash from Evil Dead, there's a Popeye, but you know, the standouts for me, I think, are the Batman Ascending Knight, which is coming out very soon. There's a Joker that's coming out in the fall. I absolutely love the Spider-Man Homecoming sort of, you know, homemade suit. I thought that was cool. But I think if I have to pick one that just took my breath away, mostly because I've just been blown away by the Jeff Lemire take on Old Man Logan, is the Mezco 112 Old Man Logan, and they're complete with a backpack where he's carrying a little Hulk baby. Just incredible. And honestly, the setup that they've done here with all of the different backdrops and stuff too really sell all of these figures. They're basically small versions of the Hot Toys lineup, fabric, costumes, and the unbelievable details and lots of great accessories. And they're not inexpensive. They cost about 90 bucks each, but you get a lot of toy for your money. And also Mezco has done an incredible job at picking up lots and lots of really cool, sometimes obscure, but you know, honestly super hip and super fresh licenses. I have to pick a couple or a few that represent my #1 pick, and I think I'm going to choose the Batman Ascending Knight, the Joker that's coming out in the fall, and Old Man Logan. Great stuff, Mezco. You are #1. Toy Fair is huge. It's big. That's why I'm here. I want to have fun. I want to get lost in all of these toys and collectibles, and I'm about to do just that. Thank you for watching. That's my top 10, and I'll be back again at Toy Fair next year. You can count on that.